Hello everybody, and welcome back. Multiplying drop of poison. Sheesh. New settings. Let's see how this will work out. So, from the elevator landing, we need to head for the top floor of the separate Mantan East building. The elevator is the type that has a glass window so you can see out. That is the only thing that distracting. Sheesh! Starting off great. That is the only thing that distracting me from. What? Wait, is this a real sentence? That is the only thing that distracting me from my group. There is missing, isn't there? That's not just me, right? It should be like, that is the only thing that is distracting me from my gloom. I'm not the stupid one here. I hope. I mean, stuff like that happens. A crowd of people get on with us, but almost all of them are gone by the time we reach the floor that contains the aquarium. They probably stopped off at the apparel or sundries shops. It isn't that we aren't interested, but Jimeno recommends it's crowded now, so let's come back when it's less busy. And that keeps us back, deciding to stick with the plans we made back at the coffee shop. Stepping onto our floor, the atmosphere. Wait a minute. Turning down the volume a little bit. Stepping onto our floor, the atmosphere immediately switches to a lively one. The sounds of chatter are drowned out by the roar of a large fan. The lighting is dim and tinted slightly blue. The windows are also covered, giving the feeling that it has suddenly become night. As this is an aquarium, it makes sense that the concept is based around the ocean. Yes, the pungent smell of salt is a major change. Amazing. It's like we've dived into the deep sea. That's what I saw too. Jesus Christ, I'm now 10 years old apparently. Sheesh. That's what I saw too. Instead of being targeted at families, lately it seems more like a date spot for adults. Or at least that's what the magazine said. But it's true. Is there gonna be a romantic tension around here? I mean, you brought up the date spot thingy. I was going into this expecting mystery and gruesome horror stuff happening. Well, maybe a little bit dating, who knows? Who knows? Just speculation by now. Even though this is my second time coming here, it feels like the first time. Next to the entrance is a souvenir shop, though it lacks the usual mysterious voices. It appears to be a place that can be reached both from the inside and outside, but it doesn't seem to get many customers. Just as Jimeno had said, the aquarium seems to target adults. In an atmosphere like that, even Jimeno looks nervous. Hey, Mayu, what's up? Inching closer. I forgot to tell you one important thing. Jimeno makes a mysterious face and brings her mouth up to my ear. What? Did you drop your wallet or something? No, that's not it. This is something that I heard that's a bit of an urban legend. But they say the atmosphere of people going missing is on the rise. There's a rumor. Voices. Can't get them right. That's the rumor. No. There's a rumor that there's. Not. I have to get her less happy all the time. Sheesh. There's a there's a rumor that this month alone, the number missing is well into the number missing is well into the double digit. Shouldn't it be the number of missing people is? Well, I guess it's okay to run it like that, I guess. Huh? We have this conversation in front of the metal rack that holds the map of the aquarium. Aside from the map, there is a guide to Mantan East Building and information about affiliated hotels. During the turning machine, wait no. During that time, we hear the sound of the elevator opening and closing, but do not see the people going into the aquarium. Mantan used to be a shopping district, right? That seems to be why even if there were a lot of runaways, the media wouldn't pay much attention. But supposedly many of the missing persons had stopped off at Mantan Aquarium. That rumor, who did you hear it from? Who indeed? No one in particular. You know how rumors spread. At Jimeno's words, I feel a cold shiver along my spine. Jeez, I'm very upset so much right now. I'm not entirely sure why. Regardless of how credible the rumor is, a sense of dread shoots through me. Considering my past, it's natural that I would feel connected to missing persons in my age range, especially if they are runaways. If that is the case, it would send chills along the back of my neck. Why on earth? You could have told me this before. Well, I thought if you heard about it, Mayo, you might not have wanted to come. Oh, so you forgetting to tell me it was a lie then, you little... I had intended to protest firmly, but it still ended rather anticlimactically. Ghosts may exist, and they still may be unable to come back, but that doesn't mean I'm interested in visiting places where they are. This is proof that Jimeno has her own strange interests, yet it still makes me feel even more worried. This rumor has a continuation. Sheesh, I'm still a little bit sick. It's not good. This rumor has a... Okay, I got it now, guys. This rumor has a continuation. Specifically, people who saw the deep sea fish booth never came home. Jimeno relays those two pieces of information that frightened me with a smile. The rumor itself aside, she wanted to pass over the question of why people were able to see the closed off deep sea fish booth in the first place, not wanting to discuss it at all. Wait a minute, Jimeno. Something else is tied in beneath that fear. Something about the aquarium and the missing persons who didn't come home. That was essentially... Are you okay, Mayu? Sorry, I guess I scared you a bit too much. I think this stuff is pretty exaggerated, so don't worry about it. I heard it's a fun aquarium. I think we should take those stories with a grain of salt, right? No, her kindness is misdirected. It's kindness just the same. Having involuntarily sat down, I take the hand Jimeno extends to me As I slowly rise to my feet, I respond, yeah, you're right. To think that I would hear of a connection to my precious? Okay. Precious memory in a place like this. It's strange. After 5 years, the memory should have faded. I tell myself this, then let out a small sigh. Himeno is actually showing concern, so I sit down on a bench in the west area next to the souvenir stop. Himeno even brings me a can of cocoa. Cocoa. Cocoa? Oh, no cocoa, just cocoa here. As I'm drinking it, she buys our tickets. Without doing all of this, I have to go with her. Are you okay, miss? The fact that I'm thinking thoughts like, this canned cocoa is a little weak, is proof that I'm cooling down. As I'm starting to feel better, a male voice calls out to me. While holding my half-finished cocoa, I turned in the direction the voice came from. Rather than the boy's voice I expect, it belongs to an adult, so I respond timidly. I'm okay, so... Ugh. No need to be so vigilant. He's wearing a grey knit cap and a brown running shirt. He's tall, even for a guy, so I have to look up at him. His build is almost all muscle, and my shoulders shudder a bit in surprise. He appears well over the age of 20, so I can't think of a reason he would want to talk to us. I will give you my normal voice. So I have someone with my normal voice around here. Whether he realizes I'm looking up at him or not, he plunks down right next to me. Even after he sits down, we are sitting at the same height. Pretending to fix my posture, I move away from him a little. Are you not feeling well? Okay, I'll just do the courtesy once. Oh, let's save first. Log? Wait, no. Back. Okay, I got an achievement, but no, menu. Save. Number 3. Cool. So, let's do the... I'm fine, really, because he's unfamiliar. Why should we shed our soul with him? So the soul stood before him. Why should we? Oh, nice thing. I'm fine, really. Thanks to my nerves and my wariness, I end up speaking unnaturally fast. Moreover, if he really is a kind person, I might end up abusing his good intentions. How cold? It figures. I say again without thinking. Without my knowing what he's so happy about, the man's mouth loosens into a grin. That's a grin? That's not a grin. I mean, okay, whatever. Huh, you're pretty clever. I give up. But you know, I seriously am worried about you. Your face is pale and all. That's... His kind words taking me by surprise. I inadvertently avert my eyes for some reason. I become strangely embarrassed and begin tapping my index finger on my can of cocoa. Well, that aside, that's my brain, yeah. Well, that aside, since you came to have fun, let me show you around. Whoa, you're coming strong on here, boy. We are really just fine. Ugh. The words come out so naturally they surprise even me. I have now become a complete idiot and my eyes meet his. I work part-time in this building, so I'm familiar with it. This area, that is. Hey, what are you doing? Himeo! I gasped and look up. Himeno is there, carrying 2 tickets and some pamphlets. With her hands on her hips and her cheeks puffed out, Himeno glares at the man with narrowed eyes. I think the only ones allowed to hit on junior high schoolers would be high schoolers. No, I'm not trying to hit on anyone. This girl just looked unwell is all. Mayo, what happened? I think it was what you would call hitting on someone. I don't know. I don't want to embarrass him in front of my friend. He was somewhat hitting on him, but like I don't know. Was it hitting on someone? I turned to the man and tilted my head. Since Himeno has come, I've relaxed a bit and can look him in the eyes. You were asking me that? So that was what you were doing. Haha, gotcha! Himeno says that in an exasperated voice in my place. She says, "You are the worst," and grabs my arm, pulling me to her side. The man rests his elbow on his knees and shrugs. He punctuates the shrug with a sigh. Mayo, let's go. And hey, mister, Himeno mutters, facing the man's chest. On hearing her say mister and giving me a puzzled look, the man shows us the plastic name tag hanging from his neck. Ah, I must have forgotten to take this off. Himeno, speaking of which, he did say he works part-time in this building. Is that his entry card or something? He slaps his knees and rises to his feet. He probably played some kind of sport or something, because the movement as he stands looks so effortless. I am Hiyoshi Kenji. I work part-time at the shop downstairs. With this entry card, I can get into Mantan Aquarium at a discount. Is it a company employee discount? Something like that. I'm not exactly a company employee, but I get it at half off anyway, so I come here often. Really? That's quite unexpected for you, mister. When you become older, you will crave these soothing experiences as well. And I'm not old enough to be a mister. Now he says it. Compared to us, you're definitely old enough to be a mister. Hiyoshi-san grimaces angrily, then sniffs in a self-depressing manner. He appears to be a little older than a college student. Jeez, okay. So calling him old enough to be a mister is probably rude, but Himeno only said the impression he gave was pretty close. With the aquarium as a shared point of interest, Himeno's attitude towards Hisui-san softens. As proof, Himeno talks with Hisui-san about the shops in the building. I don't really know a lot about brands, so I sip my remaining coca and listen from the outside. My iced coca had become lukewarm coca. Well, mister, are you also well versed in urban legend? On hearing Himeno's question, my head pops up in surprise. The concerns of Hiyoshi-san's mouth lift into a grin. That's rather unexpected for you as well. So you are interested in such things? Of course I am. We are only young ones, so you have to satisfy your curiosity. We are looking into the closed down deep sea fish booth. There's a rumor that it's open on the day of the full moon. Do you know anything about it? Yoshi-san places his hand on his chin and looks down, grunting loudly. He glances at me, looks over at the entrance, then finally turns to Himeno and opens his mouth. And what he's gonna say, we're gonna find out in the next episode. So, till next time, the viewers. Till next time.